Cindy Stumpo has been building houses and shattering stereotypes.
Big stuff, big problem. I get eyes all around my head. I'm not going to miss a trick.
You have to love this business all the time.
Cindy Stumpo is tough as nails.
And welcome to Cindy Stumpo, Tough as Nails on WBZ News Radio 1030. I'm here with Samantha.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, honey. And we have Skip.
Who's Skip?
Skip from Garage Tech.
There we go.
From
Skip.
Long Island, New York today. How are you guys?
We're good. How are you?
I'm fine,
So-
thanks. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're happy to have you.
Hold on. Skip's going to do a lot of talking. So, yes, Skip drove up from Long Island, New York to be on the show and help me and educate my listeners and myself on all these new funky garage techs.
So he's going to give you an education
Yes.
I'm going to try.
today. That doesn't
100%.
usually happen
I'm
often.
going to try.
He's going to teach me something. So basically, I'm going to start this with this, Skip. In the 90s, every one of my clients wanted media rooms, fabric walls, fabric ceilings, the most sophisticated, custom-built chairs. I mean, it was like walking into the most high-end cinema you could walk into. Now nobody wants those.
Yeah, not anymore.
No,
Exactly.
they're done. Passe. Goodbye. See you later. Now all my clients are coming to me and they're going, all right, look, we want to do this in the garage, we want to do that. And the truth is, I've saw this trend for years in Florida, but I've never seen it in Boston till the last 2-3 years. And now all the clients, I want a TV and I want a refrigerator, like a built-in refrigerator, not just a refrigerator that you'd put, in the corner of your garage. They want it built in under a cabinet. They want a wine cooler. So let's see. We're here to talk to Skip. Skip is, you know what? I'll let Skip self-promote. Skip,
I
go ahead.
understand. I'm a little disappointed that you've seen this trend coming in Boston for only 2 years, because we've been up here for more than 15, and there's 2,000 Garage Tech garages in the greater Boston area
See?
as we speak.
Yep.
It's essentially the garage. We like to think of it as the space you waste within your home. Essentially, an afterthought is a room. It's a room that's looking for, if you will, citizenship with the rest of the rooms in the house. It's neither fish nor fowl, because it has a large component of it is exposed to outside or ambient weather conditions. Having said that, you paid for it when you bought your house, and it's a
Right.
it's a big space.
It absolutely is. It runs anywhere from 450 to, we build up to 750 square feet.
And as a percentage of the house, that could be upwards of 10 or even 15% of the floor plan. So let's just take, for instance, if your house is worth $1 million, you paid for 10% of your garage is 10% of your home. You paid $100,000 for the space.
Good
The
analogy.
builder did not give you, when you build a house, do you give a garage away?
No, can't give a garage away.
Okay, and it's one of the largest rooms that's actually underneath the roof that nobody does anything with. Okay.
And especially my garages, because we're grade level to the first elevation.
I
So we don't
understand.
do garage unders.
Well, it's hard to do garage unders in Boston because of the water table
No.
issues.
Most of the homes that were built here were all garage unders in the
Originally,
50s and
yeah.
60s.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about a garage on the first floor or a garage down
Below
below
grade.
grade level? Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah,
That I
in the
didn't know.
basement.
I just learned something.
See? We're both here to teach each other.
That's great.
So, yeah, no,
Really appreciate the
we
info.
had detached garages, and then from detached garages, around the 50s, I would say, most garages were under, right?
Some still are.
Oh,
We don't like to build them garage under, but we knock down some that are garage under to make them.
oh, God,
not-
all of them that we knocked down a garage under. So, okay, go on. So we're going to
So essentially, Garage Tech came about in 2000. The main component that we use for our garages, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to make the room useful, livable, in an area that the consumers or the owners can be proud of.
All right,
And
so we're getting into Garage Tech has been around for how long, Skip?
since 2000.
Okay. And I've been around since 1989. And literally, it's just coming at me.
Well,
Okay,
I'm-
so we made that clear. But we live in Boston. So you're going to come in and you're going to make this garage.
well, you're going to
really
find out
family
about
friendly.
Garage Tech first.
Okay, so tell me about it.
So at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
it's a marketing issue. I mean, people don't understand the possibilities that the room has, and it's they have to become aware of the fact that you can do something with the room at all. So our first chore is making sure our consuming demographic, or attempting to make sure a consuming demographic is aware of the fact that, hey, you can do something with this space. Once that happens, and you become aware, if you will, then the phone rings at Garage Tech in Boston. My local consultant will come out And he'll try to figure out what's the big idea. What are you looking to accomplish with the space? And he's going to get an idea based on, first of all, who you are, where you live, but just looking at your stuff. For the most part, there's plenty of clues there as to what the big idea really wants to be.
Okay, so let's just lay one out. You come out to me, and you walk in my sloppy garage, and there's bikes, and
They're all a mess, Cindy.
Okay, they're all a mess. And I say to you, I want to make this a fun room. So because I call it like a little bit of a man's cave, and you're going to say no.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I know that. You're going to tell me what? The women have a say in the garages, right?
Well, we found out in the early going that we weren't really in the garage organization business at all. What we were in is the home improvement business.
Okay.
And our niche, our renovated room, was the garage. We don't provide, you get storage and you get organization and you get flexibility once you understand our system. Our system clads the wall first with a panelized wall system. Then all the accessories are simply flanged to hit the system. Statistically, 100% of our customers move their garages around after the initial install because they can.
But I want listeners to understand, because they're not looking at pictures.
Okay.
And this is not garage reno on do-it-yourself
I'm
network
with
here.
you.
I need you to explain like some of the really crazy stuff that we're seeing with garages, what people are doing, what they want. They want epoxy floors. What's epoxy floors? They want cabinetry. Cabinetry for what? They want to hang TVs in there. They want the garages heated. By the way, we've been heating garages forever. But they want it to feel like then when they walk out of that mudroom area or from the house to the garage, it's like another livable space.
It is a livable space. That's what we're going for.
Are they putting their cars in the garage now?
You'd be surprised. After the initial consultation, and we hear a litany of things that they want to accomplish with the space, they very often put a car in here because they've never conceived of actually putting a car in the garage. And that's always one of the things that we want to try to do. It's ridiculous to have $500 worth of crap in a garage and there's a $50,000 SUV sitting in the weather in Boston.
Right, but here's my point. So now I've paid all this money and I've got this beautiful garage, epoxy floors or tile floors, and you're going to explain to the listeners the difference.
Yes.
And my garage has epoxy floors. And then I drive my snowy truck in, and then the mud and the dirt, and then I got to rinse it later in a couple days or whatever. But it comes off. It comes out great. You know, it looks nice and clean.
But you're putting your car in the garage. You're a step ahead.
But I don't have all this cabinetry
Not
in there.
always.
What?
I'm 30. She just recently started putting her
I
car
really
in the
have.
garage.
I-
Oh, well, 'cause your kids have moved out, right?
Yeah, all of a sudden I use the garage. I never used the garage before, so go figure.
Well, see, I'm stuff is God now, right?
So I've got this beautiful garage and built-ins and blah, and now I don't want to park the car in the garage.
Why?
Because I want the kids to use it.
Okay,
I'm
it's
going
a
to hang a
playroom.
TV, and I'm going to do all this. Let my teenagers hang out
It's
there.
a playroom. But it is a garage. I mean, the object of the exercise is to get your car in there, and from time to time, you're going to have to clean the room out. It's not a self-cleaning room. We completely understand that. The trick to it is to make it as easy as possible.
That's a new idea, self-cleaning room.
It's not. It's not. The trick to it is to make it as easy as possible and to use materials, frankly, that don't get that dirty.
Okay. So explain to my listeners, how does this all evolve? And let's start with, okay, we're going to call Skip. Skip,
You're going to call Garage Tech.
Oh, yeah, we're going to call Garage Tech. Right? People are going to call Garage Tech. Okay, I'm calling Garage Tech. Ding, 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 ding. I'm near Eleanor right now. Ding, 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 ding. Hi, Skip. This is Cindy Stumpo. I'd like you to come out. I'd like to understand.
Cindy Stumpo from the radio? Wow, I can't wait to meet you.
This is Cindy Stumpo, that crazy builder. And look, I would love for you to come out and show me the process. Take it from there. What's the first thing you tell me?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get an understanding from you that you understand how much a typical Garage Tech installation costs. Because I'm not driving out to your house if you think you're spending $500. That is not the case.
Okay, so what's the least amount I'm getting out with?
The least amount, it's impossible to say. That I would have to see. Okay, but you have to understand that a typical Garage Tech garage last year across the country, our average install was $9,800.
Okay, so we do have a baseline number here. $9,800. I'm getting this, and then anything else I want, it's going to be extra.
Correct.
And I'm sure you're not doing the TVs. I'm sure audio guys are coming into
No.
that.
That's all up to you. The TVs, the bars, the peripheral stuff,
But
extra to our system is all up to you.
You have all the square footage of your garage. If you're not using it, think about it. What another great place for your teenagers to go hang out and not have them in your home destroying your home.
That's a frequent use of the garage, actually.
Where? I never see it.
Because you've never seen a Garage Tech garage. Okay? Our customers use their garage as a playroom for the kids all the time. As a matter of fact,
Yeah,
the
because
whole
that's because you're in 30-something states.
in 5 countries as well.
Oh, 5 countries. Okay.
There's garages in Australia, Russia, the UK, Canada, Ireland, South Africa.
All right, Skip, hold that thought. I'm Cindy Stumpo, and this is Tough as Nails on WBZ News Radio 1030. We'll be back to talk about garage renos, and people, listen. And I'm back. This is Cindy Stumpo on WBZ News Radio, here with Samantha and Skip from Garage Tech. Go ahead, pick it up.
So,
By the way, Skip's got a hat in here. I think he must have brought this for me.
I
No.
did. You absolutely
you,
take
Skip.
the,
Come
take
on,
the garage
dude.
tech hat.
All right, got the hat on. Let's go.
So what we're going to do is we're going to qualify you first, and then we're going to come out and we're going to take a look at your space.
Yeah, and
it's
I'm going to spend maybe $8,900.
It's well, maybe not. We don't know that yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to start like this essentially. We're going to educate you as to what we do. It starts with a panelized wall system. It's called Tech Track.
Do I have to have that?
Tech panel. Yes, absolutely.
Why?
Because it's the core to the entire system.
But what if I want my walls painted and the cabinets all black and sleek?
Then I'll refer you to another garage company.
Well, that's being a baby.
It's being truthful.
Why?
Because our system is all about the
got
panelized
Skip
wall
all messed
system
up here. Go
first.
ahead.
You do not.
Can we pick the color of the panel?
No, you can have
Oh,
any
gee.
color. You can have any color you want as long as it's white, and
I don't
there's
think
a
I like
reason
Skip.
for
Wait,
it.
any color as long as it's white?
As long as it's white.
That's not any color I want.
It's a gloss.
I'm already stamping my feet. I don't like this.
It's a gloss
All right,
white
Skip, can we
panel.
compromise? Let's hypothetically say. I
the
want-
white gets the most dirty.
Yeah, but
It
you can wipe
doesn't.
it down.
It doesn't. White makes your garage look bigger. Okay. The reason that people put in garage tech
That's what she said.
garages are for
Very
storage, organization, safety, flexibility once they get to know how the system works, because everyone moves their garages around because they can, because it starts with
Alright,
the
so,
wall
alright,
panel.
alright,
But
Skip.
wait.
Hold on,
Okay.
I'm going to give you it. You got the wall. Okay, we're
Okay.
going with the wall system.
What do you mean move your garage around?
Yeah, listen.
Once the wall panel is up, all the accessories are simply flanged to hit
Oh,
the system, so
okay.
everything moves all the time.
See it? See it? No one else can see
It's
it.
right here.
See, Sammy, it has grooves.
It's right here.
Okay.
Okay, that's what you mean by things can move around in your garage.
Exactly.
Okay, not actually physically move. the garage around.
100% of our customers
well,
move their
physically move them.
garages around
Yes.
after the initial install
All
because
right,
they
so
can.
go ahead, Skip. We put the wall panel up.
You put the wall panel up first. Exactly.
But I would say, wouldn't you do the floor first? Wouldn't you do the epoxy, the tile
The
first?
floor goes
He's
last,
the garage tech
actually.
guy. You're just the builder.
The floor goes in last because my guys are going to be in there for a day.
Beating it up.
Well, the panel comes out of the machine in a 1 foot tall by 10 foot long lengths. Those lengths stack up tongue and groove like a vertical hardwood floor.
Yep.
And they feature the horizontal groove every 3 inches. I'm getting to answer your question, all the way around the room. Okay, so you live with it for 10 years. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Everyone loves their garage tech garage. Everyone loves their garage tech garage. When the time comes for the listing real estate agent,
yeah,
to
my
sell-
job, my job, my job.
Okay, the door goes up. She looks in, and the space looks enormous. Why? Because it's got it's a gloss white room with a horizontal groove every 3 inches. If you're a couple of pounds overweight, what do you never wear?
White.
And horizontal
Oh,
groove.
did I learn? Hold on. I
Okay,
just
so
learned
the
that.
optical
Hold on.
illusion is very powerful.
Hold on,
and that's a big part of it.
Skip, I just was on the Harry show. They gave me a white blazer to put on because he was wearing blue, and I had blue on. They gave me
Yeah,
white.
but you look great in white,
Needless
though.
to say, I look like I'm 400 pounds. I got some woman writing on my goddamn
I've
on my
seen-
Instagram thing telling me I got too much fillers in my face. No lady, that's 10 pounds from menopause. You jerk
I've been
off.
on your YouTube channel, and you look. I've seen you look good in white. You look great in white.
Yeah,
Okay, so
until
we
I put
can't
10
change the
pounds on.
color of the walls. Can you change the color of the cabinets, or those are all have to be
Yes.
a certain color?
There
too?
are several
gonna
options
let
with
Skip
regards to the cabinets. Okay,
Hold on. So let me just get this.
go.
I thought we were letting
Shoot.
Skip talk.
No, we are. We're going to let Skip talk. We have the walls up, right?
Correct.
The walls are done?
Yes.
Okay, people, the walls are done. Now you get to pick out your own style of your cabinets. And
You
your
have
colors.
some. You have some options with the cabinets. Okay, now,
What do you mean, Skip? What are you dictating my whole garage?
yes,
Because it's what can stay clean.
exactly, and it's appropriate for the space itself. Okay, if you're looking for a raised cherry panel garage,
No, I'm
with-
not. But I'm also not looking for just the complete metal cabinets. If I don't have to have those, can I have
We have
some sleek, modern looking?
You can, okay, as an option, but typically, I would say upwards of 85% of our customers opt for an injection molded
What's that mean?
It's a heavy-duty tooled plastic cabinet, essentially.
Okay.
It never rusts. It never bends.
Because you have to have water. You got to wash the floors. You got to wash.
does that only come in one
you
color?
have to understand that the garage is the only room in your house which is open to ambient weather through essentially 1/4 or half of the space. Those
Right.
doors.
Right.
You're bringing your car in after a snowstorm in Boston. It's nasty in there.
You're right.
And that's why the room
So
has
that's
to be
why.
built
Okay. So
to
I
a
hear what
combat
he,
specification.
Okay. So I hear what he's saying. People, you're going to go online and you're going to look up garage renovations, garage makeovers, and you'll see all these really cool stuff in people's garages. What Skip is saying is that's not going to really last. That's
not.
why he would never put it in.
It's not.
So you want to call a closet company to come out and you want to have this guy do the floors and this guy. It's never going to hold up.
Correct.
That's why Skip is saying garage tech, you do it his way because that's the right way to do it.
That's correct.
Don't get caught up in these fancy pictures.
Unless, listen, if you absolutely want that, there are companies that are going to provide that for you. What we provide is a product that's commensurate with the space itself and engineered by engineers like me to do precisely what it's supposed to do in an environment that's essentially combat oriented. There's weather, there's snow, there's humidity, there's everything. In our
Right.
garage,
And
when
hold on.
archaeologists dig up the society, a garage tech garage will look the same way
Okay,
as the day we
but
put
think
it
about
in.
this for a minute. Think about how much we beat up just our kitchen cabinetry, opening it up, putting plates, glasses, blah blah blah. Now you got your kids in the garage pulling out hockey sticks, golf, baseball,
Correct.
golf,
Exactly.
you name it, skis, bikes.
Yes, that's
So
what they do.
These cabinets hold them; they hold up.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's so important.
But wait, there's more. If they do break, we'll replace them for the lifetime of the product.
I like that warranty. Okay, so now we've got the floor in, we've got the cabinets
No,
up.
floor's not in.
Okay, I'm sorry. We got the walls up. You're good, Sammy. We got the walls up. We have the cabinets up. Now we got counters if we want low, high.
We have all sorts of different workbench options.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, workbenches are probably one of our most popular accessories.
Yeah, I know my clients want them too, but they don't even know how to use a screwdriver. They don't even know which end
It
is.
doesn't matter.
What is
okay?
it? Just like an eagle thing?
You want to circle back to the man cave. The guy comes out there in the morning, smokes a cigar, and reads the Boston Globe. Okay, and he sits at a workbench, and he's got his cup of coffee, and maybe it's a bookshelf, maybe it's not a workbench. There's plenty of. The women do the exact same thing, by the way.
Yeah,
they come into the room to get away from their
I think
kids.
most women are more handy now than men are because they're so
Well,
watching
I wouldn't
news.
go that far.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Well, here's my philosophy. I think they're watching all these shows and they're really educating themselves and they want to learn it. And they want to be able to do little things around the house. Where the husband goes off to work, he's a financial advisor, he's a doctor, he's an accountant, he's a lawyer. He doesn't want to come back home and start changing little
Maybe it
things.
just drives them nuts having to wait for him to come home to do it.
Well,
You might as well
that's-
figure out how to do it
Your
yourself.
father was the only Italian guy I know that couldn't change a light bulb.
Sam's right there. I can't tell you how many times we've heard from the woman who is generating home improvement in this country, by the way, that I am so tired
Go woman.
of telling my husband to get out there and clean that place up. I'm going to have you guys come in and do it for me, okay?
Right.
And he's going to pay for it, okay?
And that's the best part.
And
Yeah.
that's great. It works for us. I mean, we're real happy with that solution.
And wait, hold on.
That's why it's a
And hold
happy
on.
life is a happy life.
But then there's
Yes.
women like me. Wait, hold
Precisely
on,
right.
hold on. But then there's women like me that have kids, divorced, and that means I've got to pay for it, and I got to go in there and send them to clean it up, and then I got to, I got to do it all.
I tell every mommy that we've designed garages for is there will be places for your kids to put their stuff, but they're never going to do it. When that garage door goes up, you're going to drive in. It's going to be a garage tech garage. There's going to be a place for it to go, but you're still going to have to get out of the car and hang the sticks and the balls
Well,
and
it's
the
really,
bikes and
Skip,
so
it's-
on the
it's-
walls.
It's no different than mom walking in the room and putting her son's or daughter's clothes in the drawers in the closet.
Correct.
They're going to do the same thing in the garage.
Correct.
But at least if they want to neaten up, they can. But where I'm gearing to on this conversation is I want the listeners to understand not only does it become a room that stores everything like a basement,
Correct.
okay?
Yes.
It also becomes another playroom.
It does.
And if you don't need that garage to park your cars, and I wasn't a big garage user, I am now, like she said, for whatever reason, but you can put a pool table out there, you can put couches out there. I have friends doing that all over Florida, but they've been doing it for years.
Right.
But now, we got the heat going. It's winter
Yes.
time. Well, what do you open the doors for? Keep the doors closed.
Correct.
Okay, now it's summertime. Open the doors and...
One of the
What
first...
about spiders, though? Spiders are a big thing in
Nothing
garages.
sticks to the panel. It's a hermetically sealed room. One of the reasons that the car guys like it so much, quite frankly, is there's no dust in the room anymore because once the walls are up, everything's sealed up. And once the floor is down, whether it's an epoxy floor or a tile floor, which we'll get to in a couple of seconds, the room is really, really clean. What mommies want, circling back to your initial, the man cave thing, that's what we thought. I wanted it to be a man cave. The very first person that called me up when my first advertisement in the Wall Street Journal in 2000 was the development director for Skip Barber Racing Schools. I thought to myself, this is great. This is just what I wanted. This is what it's going to be. Okay, after 4 years and 5,000 Garage Tech installs, we went and we surveyed our customers, and we were appalled to learn that 85% of our customers, the decision makers, were women. So we rebranded from an organized garage is a beautiful thing to we're the world's cleanest garages, because mommies want neat, clean, and safe in that order. One of the first garages I ever sold was to a young woman on Long Island who, it was April, the kids had cabin fever, they were out there playing hide and seek. Okay, her daughter was it. She's against the wall, standing against the wall, and directly above her head was one of those rusty manual head trimmers on a rusty nail. Right above her head.
Right.
She came out into the garage, she saw that, called me up in a second. We had a garage in there in 2 days. Okay, so
Yeah, see? You're playing, that's it. You're just playing hide and seek, and you're it.
neat, clean, and
And the
safe
nail
is
comes
what
off
mommies
the,
want.
comes off the wall because it's not even nailed into a stud, and the kid has a right through her head. Okay, so we've got through, again, we've got the walls up, we got the cabinets
We
up.
still haven't made it to the floor.
Right, I'm getting there.
And
Now
also,
floor time.
there's ceilings, too.
Oh, we got ceilings.
Absolutely.
All right, then let's hit the ceilings. What are we putting on the ceilings?
Mostly lights and overhead storage. One of the first things we're going to do is we're going to walk in and we're going to look at what kind of ceiling height you have, especially above
But
the garage doors.
You don't do electrical, so you need an electrician to come in, or you do the electrical too?
We don't do the electrical.
Okay, so that would be subbed out by somebody else, the electrical.
Well, yes and no. Okay, the way our system works is the lights, essentially, all you have to do is plug in what we call the master light into a regular 110 AC outlet.
Yeah.
The rest of the lights, which are also flanged to hit the system, are then slaved to it and trained. The cord that connects them all together.
Skip, I hate to do this, but we got to go to a break.
Okay.
Give me. You're listening to Tough as Nails on WBZ News Radio 1030. We'll be right back with Skip and Samantha. We all want to say, my son the doctor, my daughter the lawyer. Guess what? That's great and wonderful. But I got to be honest, when my parents say, my daughter the general contractor, Cindy Stumpo, it's really cool. Let your kids pick their own path. Be there to guide them. Be there to support them. You're back with Cindy Stumpo on WBZ News Radio 1030. Skip Barrett is the studio founder of Garage Tech.
That's
He's the
correct.
stud of Garage Tech, Sammy.
That's also true, yes.
You are. Okay, see? Hit that one right.
Well, I got two beautiful girls here, so I'm gonna own that description.
Yeah. Two beautiful girls. I like that. So you got the old lady.
Okay, so
and
where
the
do we
young girl.
left? We
Okay.
left off at ceiling?
Lighting. We were
No,
at
no.
lighting.
So we got to get through this before we get hit with another commercial.
So lights,
Lighting.
and then overhead storage. If you have the ceiling heights, you can put a lot of stuff above you. But the caveat is this: is that you're only going to be able to get to that. Things that go on the ceiling stay on the ceiling. When people point to their bikes and say, well, I want to hoist it up to the ceiling, next question is, do you ever ride that bike? If the answer is yes, then
So
don't
what
put
goes on the ceiling?
No, see, because I am picturing
pallets, overhead storage racks where you put Christmas, seasonal stuff.
Oh.
All the high school stuff that you don't want to throw away, but you're probably never going to look
She
at it
doesn't want
again.
to throw it away.
I
That's where it
throw
goes.
nothing away.
It's neat, it's dry, it's safe. You know where it is.
She has trunks of stuff.
I have
but
tons
you
of
don't
stuff.
use it every day.
So okay, so now we've got the walls, we got it all up, the lighting, da. Now the flooring.
Floors,
I have
yeah.
epoxy on mine.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
All blue epoxy, blue, silver, white type flooring.
Epoxy is essentially a generic term for a two-part polymer coating.
It's a smell that gets you high. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
it's
God.
don't.
Those poor
yeah,
guys working with that.
It's
chemical.
true. I mean, it's got most of them, a lot of them have a high VOC or volatile
You think so?
chemicals. Yes.
Wow.
Content.
Whoa.
Okay, there's two choices with garages around the country with regards to what to do with the floor. The first is to coat it or to paint it. And epoxy, polyaspartics, polymers are all coatings that would go onto a concrete, residential concrete
Base.
garage floor. The problem with concrete is this, is that it's porous by nature. If you want to today,
What he's going to try to tell you is slabs crack, okay, in
I
a
know this.
garage.
but it's more than just that. Okay, if your listeners want to try a test, they can do this to check the moisture content of their floors. The first thing they do is do a simple pour test. You take a bottle of water, you pour it onto the concrete, and you see how fast it absorbs into the concrete. The faster it absorbs, the more porous your slab is going to be. The other thing that they can do is they can take a 1x1 section of saran wrap. They can clean off a section of their concrete floor. They can duct tape 3 sides of it down so that it's as airtight as possible. Before you finish the 4th side with the duct tape, roll a marble or a pebble in there and then duct tape it and seal it up really good. Wait about 24 hours. If you have condensation on the inside of that saran wrap
Stay away
tent,
from it.
then you've got a moisture transfer issue that's going to make coating your slab problematic.
She's not understanding this, and I'll tell you why. We really overkill under our garages, tons of stone under our slabs.
Okay, so it's
under
vapor sealed?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
then it's not gonna be an issue.
Waterproofed, and we go right 10 plus on our
Okay,
foundations.
well, the first question
and
we ask
beneath.
is this slab vapor sealed?
And
If it's vapor
most
sealed,
homeowners are not going to know that.
they're not.
Okay.
And we have to explain it to them.
All right. So what I'm going to hear from you, and I think I'm right, is you're going to push for more of the tile than the epoxy, in your opinion.
Yeah, well, the tile is an elegant solution for a number of different reasons. There's no chemicals involved. What it is it's a 1x1 square. It's
Hold
a
on. Now, people are thinking about right now when you say the word tile.
Yes.
People are thinking about their bathrooms right now. Please explain.
Right.
There's
Okay.
a big difference from tile that's in your bathrooms and kitchen to what's going into your garage.
It's a molded tile made out of a wear-resistant and heavy-duty plastic compound. What it's designed to do is the floors essentially snaps together. Now, the advantage of a tile floor, there's a number of great advantages, but number one, you can get a pattern out of it. And we're circling back to how the room shows at the end.
Right.
It shows unbelievably well. But what the tile floor does, once the tile floor is down and it covers over the concrete slab with a pattern, it's an air pump. Okay, when you load that floor up either by walking on it or driving your car on it, what it does is it compresses it. And the underpinning, and it's literally underpinning, each of the tiles is
Yeah.
held up by, where is it? Oh, sorry. Am I running over?
I just want you to stay on target here because we're going to
Okay.
clock. Because what I really want you to get to is, okay,
It keeps,
Skip.
I'll cut to the chase.
Go ahead.
The tile floor looks great. It's easy to clean. It's ADA compliant for slip, and it keeps your garage nice and dry. That's what it
okay,
does.
perfect. So now we've got the whole garage done. Now, again, I want you to tell my listeners, tell Samantha, what's the coolest garage you have done to date? Where, like, you'd want to go and take pictures and say, this is cool. Because I'm going to tell you something. What an awesome Christmas gift. If a young couple's married.
Happens all the time.
Hear me out. Young couple's married.
Yes.
And you know what? Sammy's married, and no, she's not married, but let's say she's married. And any good-looking guys out there, you got to pass my test. I'm playing. But with that being said,
Hey, I concur.
She's not kidding.
I concur, guys.
it's that half Jewish, half Italian thing. Listen. So Sammy's married, okay, and she's
Maybe
married.
you're jinxing me. Can you say somebody else's
All
name?
right, somebody else is married. So we have my son Chad. He's married.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, that set of parents have a little bit of money. We have a little bit of money. We all get together, and we, instead of buying a bunch of stupid Christmas gifts, we buy a really awesome kitchen, a garage tech. And
Garage. Happens all the time.
That's a cool
It's a very
cool
cool.
gift.
We do
Your-
surprise
hold on.
garages all the time.
Your daughter just got married. They bought a home. They can't afford this. What a great gift. I mean,
Correct.
this is awesome.
Happens all the time.
And it values the home. It gives
Yes.
your house more value.
Right.
And then, as your kids grow, go in the garage and play.
Or as the kids grow, the bike rack turns into a kayak rack, turns into a surfboard rack, and so on and so forth.
And then tell me, back, what is the coolest one you've done? Because you know I'm putting one of this in my garage now. So
Of course.
All right, yeah.
We'll talk later.
I thought I was going with like the black sleek cabinets, but you've talked me out of everything now because you tell me it's not going to sustain. So I'm going to listen to you.
Listen, I'll
Coolest.
Well, actually, the coolest garage we ever did wasn't a garage at all. It was an aircraft hangar, and there's
Well,
a.
that's not going to help me. My
Well,
listeners don't
there's-
have aircraft hangars.
Well, let me just tell you
Ernie
something.
Bach is not in the show in the studio with
We've
us. Come
done a
on.
lot of cool garages for guys, for a lot of cool cars out there, and so on and so forth. But there's a huge difference between a guy who collects airplanes and a guy who collects cars. I can tell you that. But we do. Our garages are in a lot of very exclusive homes around the country, and a lot
And
of,
I know that.
and a lot of very exclusive people who really, really, really value their
Listen.
privacy.
He does
Spit it out. What
No,
are the
I'm
coolest
not-
ones you've done? Why won't you
but
say it?
Hold on. So understand something.
Huge
Skip-
car collections,
Skip is-
beautiful
listen.
motorcycle collections. It's unbelievable the toys that some
I'll get
people
that.
have.
I'll get him out. I'll get the bite line out of him.
Okay.
Skip works for some of the has done from.
I
the-
understand
from the
him
from the
signing
police
NDAs and not be able to
officer-
say it.
Hold on, exactly.
No pictures. No pictures ever.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
To the
This is how,
to the
this
big
is how we make our
celebrities.
living. You can't take my
But-
picture.
The point is, Skip doesn't make his earning on celebrities and
No, it's everybody's
he's
garage.
everybody's garage,
Yeah.
and that's the point here. Everybody can have a budget to do this. Okay. So I don't care about celebrities. I don't care about sports players. I don't care what their garages look like. I care what Mr. and Mrs. Jones's garage. Can she? Can he? Can we? Can we all afford it? That's who my listeners are.
I will tell you this.
But I still want to know now.
A lot of the people.
I'm not asking you. Hold on. I got to ask you this question.
Okay.
No names.
All right.
Coolest garage you've done to date.
Well, we did a
Mirrors on the ceiling.
No.
Stripper poles.
Well,
Come on, give it to me. Lay
No,
it on.
I'm not going there with you. We'll
Oh,
talk later.
jeez,
He's no fun.
No, what?
No fun.
We've done garages for entertainers who are wealthy enough to not only own a house, but the house next to them, which they turn basically into a garage
Okay, but still,
for their collection.
Okay, but what was in that garage?
it doesn't matter.
Cars, bikes,
Bikes, everything.
boats,
But I want the coolest.
memorabilia. The sports memorabilia
Not gonna get
that
this
I've
bite line out of
seen
him.
is
Skip,
unbelievable.
stay focused. Don't
I'm
look at
trying,
Samantha.
Cindy. I'm trying.
Okay, I know
I'll turn
she-
around.
I know she's blonde.
No.
Stop looking at her.
Don't do that.
Give me the coolest looking garage to date that you can give to me. Can I have couches, TVs, cabinetry?
Yes, but that's up to you. Once I'm done with the room, if you can paint the space, once the walls are up and the floors are in, you can decorate the space any way
there you
want.
go. So it's the decorating that make. There you go. I got my
Absolutely.
bite line. So
Absolutely.
folks, it's the decorating after garage tech comes
You
in
can
there.
do whatever you
and
want.
soups up your garage.
And here's something else for you, okay? Using a loose bracket, essentially, we can flange anything to hit the system. So if you want to hang pictures, if you want to hang whatever it is that you have that you want to hang, I can supply you with a bracket that would fit that
well,
thing
I'm-
into our system.
I'm curious now. You've done all this. The whole garage is done. You haven't sacrificed any space for your car after you've done this?
Your
so
cars
ask
go
her.
into the
I'm the worst driver in the world. I'm going to hit something.
and if you drive through
She'll
the
hit
back of your garage, we'll come and replace the wall panel for you. It happens
She
all
hits
the
everything.
time.
I might hit the actual house, but go ahead, yeah.
It happens all the
Skip,
time.
she hits anything.
The panel is taken up 5
Please jump out of her, Skip. Okay.
Okay. No, I'm not. Listen, it happens all the
Skip,
time.
you don't want to warranty her. Trust me.
Okay.
They call me Crash.
But no,
Well, people-
good point was,
people
yes,
who
I
have
asked Skip this question.
People who have invested a little money in the space have a tendency to take care of it a hell of a lot more. I can tell you that much.
Right.
Okay, so you're
But
going to be
accidents
careful.
do happen.
And we can supply you with several
right there.
products which will allow you to park perfectly every single time as well.
So the question is yes,
So
folks.
there's not like a stop sign
You
that says
can-
stop when you come
Yes,
to your garage?
there is.
Hold on. So your answer would be yes. You can still put your cars in your
That's
garage.
the whole idea,
with everything.
yes.
And I can still open my door and I'm not going to hit anything.
Absolutely, because and let's say this. Let's say we make a little mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say one of the cabinets interferes slightly with your door. You simply take that cabinet and you slide it down until you can open up your doors to your heart content. 100% of our people move their garages around after the initial install
Now I got to cut
because
Skip off
they
again.
can.
Skip, they're making me go to commercial.
Okay.
We'll be taking your questions in the next segment. You're listening to Tough as Nails, Cindy Stumpo, WBZ 1030. I'm Cindy Stumpo on WBZ News Radio 1030. And I'm here with Skip, and I'm here with Samantha, and we got callers coming in. So let's shoot off the first call, Samantha. Cause
I thought you had
this is
one thing to ask.
No. I'm going to save that for the end.
Okay.
My grand finale. I'm putting my hat back on. Garage Tech.
Bettina, are you on the line?
Patina, I love that name.
Yes, I am.
Beautiful name.
Hi, Bettina. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hi, Patina.
Does
this
anyone
is
ever
Cindy.
say bad when they ask you how you are?
No.
Well, I'm bad right now, Patina, but we won't discuss it.
Bettina, you're on. So what's on your mind?
Okay, so I'm loving this topic, and Cindy, I just started seeing your show on YouTube, and I love it.
Thank you.
Skip. I called a few places about my garage, but they don't seem to do a one-stop shopping thing. They tell me I have to hire the door guy and then a cabinet guy, and then they have to, like, come in separately. I just felt overwhelmed, so I quit. They didn't even tell me about heat or lighting, and I didn't get it. So why is that? Why aren't more companies doing it like you, and how do I get in touch with you?
You know what she's asking you?
Yeah, well,
She's got to sub out everything. She's playing general contractor, and she doesn't want to do that. So she's frustrated. She doesn't want to do it. She wants one company to come in and do it all.
you don't have to do that. Garage Tech is going to handle the walls, the floors, the ceiling, the lighting for you as well.
Skip, your answer's supposed to be,
Just
you
call me. I'll
call
handle
me,
it.
and we do it all. There's nothing you don't have to get involved in. It's one-stop shopping.
I'm trying to treat the young lady with the respect that she deserves.
Oh, okay.
here,
Sorry. Go
okay?
ahead, Skip.
So it's a serious question, and this is going to be a serious answer.
All right.
Okay. You need a professional garage door guy to do your garage door. Okay. No question about it. All right. Everything else we can handle for you, or we can get some people that we work with to do the work for you. So yeah, just go ahead and call my
Tina,
local
he
guy.
can handle everything. There's nothing that you
Oh,
just
good.
one-stop shopping. Just when he comes in, grind him down the best you can. Get your best number out of the dude, okay?
You can try, Bettina.
Thank you
Got
for
it.
calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Our next caller, Victoria.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Victoria. This is Cindy, Skip, Sammy, Rebecca,
Hi,
Trish.
How are you, Victoria? What's on your mind?
So I have a question. I was wondering how much this will cost me. I have a 2-car garage. My home is about 15 years old. Is it going to be more money if the garage is older?
I'm going to say no, and that's not an old garage.
No, not at all.
You know, we're doing garages that are over 100 years old, or in houses that are over 100 years old frequently. It's the trite answer is it depends, but our average install last year was $9,800. A typical wall garage tech installed deluxe runs anywhere between $3,000 and $3,500, something like that. So it's a huge space, and we're renovating it from the walls, the floors, and the ceiling. You got to understand it's a giant room, and we're going to do it for less than what you would call pay
Don't take
for
my line.
a good quality carpeting.
Oh, there you go. See that?
Okay.
Carpet.
Does that help you out, Victoria? I mean, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Thank you for
Victoria.
calling.
Thank you.
Kathy, are you on the line?
I am.
Wow, we have all women callers.
That's excellent.
Yeah, he did.
Hi, Skip.
Hey.
Hi, Cindy. Thank you for taking
Hey.
my call.
Sure, Kathy, anytime.
So we have a detached 2-car garage where I have 2 boys that love to play hockey and hang out with their friends.
Okay.
And what I'd like to know is what options you could offer to give the boys a heated, more organized space to hang out. Right now, it is so gross in there. I just try to stay out. I really need organization in there.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Go.
Sammy grew up in a house we had a detached garage.
Uh-huh.
And you guys used to go in only use half of it because the other half
We
you-
used to hide beer cans in it, really, but that's okay.
That's
See?
That's
That's a detached
com-
garage thing.
That's a common kid thing.
Okay, so see the things they're doing. They're in there playing spin the
You know-
bottle and
Well,
they're
they were
drinking.
a little young for the beer cans. To
Yeah, well,
yeah,
they
you
don't.
never know.
They don't stay young for too long.
It
But
just
see-
needed a fridge. They were always
but
warm beer
here-
cans.
She's got the perfect garage as
Well,
far as I'm concerned. 'Cause
okay,
listen, hear my philosophy.
Okay, go.
She's got a detached garage.
Yes.
So by the time you park your car in the detached garage and then walk into the house, you're already wet. So just park your car in front of the house. Use the detached garage to have fun. Let the kids use it, teenagers. Let them grow into the space. And then you get the teenagers out of your house. And that's perfect. Like, great.
Your boys can do that. As a matter of fact, there's a hell of a lot of garages in Minnesota, and one of the things that we learned was a lot of kids are not good shots, and unfortunately, when the tech panel gets below 0, the hockey pucks do have a tendency to leave a mark. If they're going to use a ball and shoot it in a net in a garage tech garage, it's not going to be a problem. What you're going to, and there are lots and lots and lots of nets in garage tech garages that are
Yeah, but
being played
hold on.
into.
Right now, they're using it to play hockey. And what I think she's saying is that
Yeah, well,
she
the heater-
just wants the space to be built out, be done nice, and let the boys go out there. So today they play hockey, and 3 years from now they're doing something else. But it gets them out of the house as they get older.
Mini man cave.
There you go,
Well,
mini
it's-
man cave. I
or
love that.
It's a playroom, and they're
No, mini man cave.
Mini man cave.
Let's change
They're
it.
used frequently.
Cindy's
for that.
rebranding Skip.
Yep, mini man caves. I like this.
So The
Playrooms
heat
are so out of style.
The heat is you know, in a detached garage is going to be your major component, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. You could plumb in the Modine heaters or electric base heaters and so on and so forth. The floor is going to be critical. If you were listening earlier, I would recommend the tile floor because it's going to keep the space a heck of a lot warmer than a cold concrete painted
Skip,
surface.
you're dragging here. I'm falling asleep.
Well, come on. I'm giving her the answer.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hold on. First of all,
it's
can I just say something?
entirely possible.
Skip.
What?
I have a new name. Kathy, I owe this to you.
Mini Man Cave.
Yes, I'm Brandy. Kathy, you get the
it's-
credit for this one.
It's the Mini Me Cave.
Okay.
All right, I need your
Thanks,
full
Cindy.
name because I'm going to put this on all my social media.
Yeah, off the
Mini-
air. Off the air, though, Kathy.
Mini
okay?
Man Cave. I love it. I love it. Okay, so basically, she can come in, she can call you, she can price it out.
Yes.
Let me tell you this one,
Awesome.
Kath. It's so inexpensive to do compared to doing other things in your basement or other places in your home. Call them, talk
Right.
to them, talk to one of Skip's guys. I mean, they're awesome. They really are.
My
They're
g-
really great.
My guy in New England here, Chris, is a heck of a nice guy too. So he will steer you right.
I just like Skip better because he's always complimenting me. Okay, so he's nice to me, compliments me. He makes me feel good at 53.
Okay, Nana.
53, my God! I thought you were 30 something.
Yeah. Like my mother says, Sammy, you have a pretty mommy. Right? Because you're turning into your mother.
I,
I'm like,
I
okay.
think I might have referred to you as fetching actually.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said, fetchy. He saw me
Let's
online. He
make
called
her
me
head
fetchy.
bigger.
But, Kathy, I love you, and I love that mini man cave. I'm holding on to that one, Kathy.
You
Call
got it,
Skip.
Cindy.
Thank you so much. That was really
Thank
cool.
you.
Thank you, Kathy.
Mini man cave. Write that down.
Caitlin, are you on the line?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, Sammy, what was that, slow motion? Caitlin, hi, honey. How are you?
You told me I talk fast
Hi.
all the time.
You do. It's nice when you talk slowly.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
Doing well. So I have a question for Skip, actually.
They better be for
Um,
Skip because I know nothing about this stuff. So go right ahead.
Go ahead.
So I'm a young mother with some children who have toys all over the house. I'm sick of tripping on my kids' stuff and actually just broke my ankle from stepping on a baseball.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's not a good time right now, but I just wanted to know, when these cabinets are actually built, is there a place you can use for garbage and all these different...
Ooh, that's a good
pieces?
one. Garbage. I
You
like.
know,
I didn't
I
even think about that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, a garage tech garage is a zero gravity garage. What I mean by that is everything is up off the floor. Now, you're still going to have to pick your kids' stuff up. You can't expect them to actually put their things away, but there'll be a place for them to go, and everything will be off the floor in a garage tech garage. We hate things on the floor with the garage tech install, and the whole idea is to get things off the floor onto the walls, and it's nice and safe and clean and easy for
But you just
very
brought
easy
up a
for
good
you.
point, and we didn't talk about that.
Yes,
Garbage cans.
there's places for trash cans. We have something called the heavy duty shelf. The trash can sits right on them. They're off the floor. You still see them now. You can put them in a cabinet if you want to.
Okay.
If you want to do that, you can do that.
Yep.
Okay, but we have a specific solution for that. But I don't want you to think that your kids are going to pick up after themselves, because that's just not going to happen.
No, but at least if there's like, you open up a cabinet and drawers roll out, you can throw the baseballs.
That's exactly what
into
what
it.
the moms do. They open up the doors and they throw the stuff in there and close the doors. That's
Can
the
your
end of it.
cabinets be labeled so everybody knows where everything goes?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you could put golf clubs or Johnny or Billy or Mike and
A lot of our customers do that. A lot of our customers actually, after Garage Tech comes in, hire a professional organizer to do exactly that.
okay.
So yeah, you
that's-
can absolutely do that. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Caitlin.
So Skip, let's talk about this one last time because safety is always a big issue with parents.
That's correct.
So we know that cosmetically we can take this to the nines. We can do whatever we want. Floors,
Correct.
blah blah blah.
Yes.
Blah. Okay. Tell me about the safetiness. Let's say little Billy gets up and goes into the cabinet, right? He steps inside the cabinet to reach up for something.
Yes.
Like kids do in refrigerators.
Yes.
And now, 10 years ago they started putting tilt plates on back of
Correct. Mm-hmm.
refrigerators. How safe are these cabinets that you put on?
It's everything in a garage system is incredibly safe. The walls themselves are screwed to the pre-existing infrastructure and locked together.
Can you explain pre-infrastructure, please? What that means?
it's
Means my frame. But go
through
ahead.
through the sheetrock into the pre-existing studs, or in a concrete block garage, what we would do is we'd blow fern strips in first, little strips of wood. Then we would highly recommend that you insulate between the fern strips, and then the tech panel goes right up over the fern strips and over the insulation. It's screwed
into the studs.
And it is locked up solid. The entire room is structurally incredibly sound.
Okay, so besides for any studs in the walls, are you putting any plates in between the studs for any extra reinforcement, or you
We
don't
don't
need
need to.
Okay.
Tech panel is a trickle down from commercial retail construction. It's flame rated Class A. It has all commercial construction certificates and licenses, and it's also
And
UL approved.
did you say something about fire code real fast?
It's flame rated Class A.
For how long?
For the life of the product. The product
Really?
is flame rated Class A.
So if I want to put pictures in there, it won't burn.
That's correct. It will not sustain a flame. That's exactly what
That's
that
great.
means.
That's also great. Okay, I'm Cindy Stumpo, and this is Tough as Nails on WBZ News Radio 1030. We'll be right back. We all want to say, my son the doctor, my daughter the lawyer. Guess what? That's great and wonderful. But I got to be honest, when my parents say, my daughter, the general contractor, Cindy Stumpo, it's really cool. Let your kids pick their own path. Be there to guide them. Be there to support them. You're back with Cindy Stumpo on WBZ News Radio 1030. And we got Skip and Sammy. Skip, what can I say? Thank you for driving out from New York to be on my show tonight. That was great.
You're quite welcome, Cindy. Thanks for having me.
The truth is, guys, I know Garage Tech, and they do an awesome job. They've never let down any of my clients to this point. And again, it's 2-3 years that we've been using them. Awesome guys. So, Skip, one good point that you can give to my listeners. One good something. Because I would have one for you, but I'm not going to promote you. I'm going to let you promote yourself.
If you're interested in changing your garage, fundamentally changing your garage and turning it into useful space, and we're the people that call. This is our industry. We founded it in 2000. We're the dominant brand. There's more Garage Tech garages out there by a factor of 10 than our nearest competitors, simply because we have the best product for the job. Our guys have been doing it, and girls have been doing it longer than anybody else on the planet.
Skip is being very humble. He is not the generic brand. He is the guy that came out and branded Reno Garage Makeovers, okay?
That is correct.
He takes the full credit for this. Now we got the rest of the boys out there copying, and that's okay. Go with this guy. His reputation is impeccable. He does a great job. He's reliable. He's responsible. If he wasn't, I would not bring him on this show, and people know that about me. So, Skip, you get a 10 plus 10 in my book, okay? What I'd also like to say...
Cindy, you get a 10 plus 10 in my book.
Yeah, see, I'm lucky. See, I'm getting better at 53. But I need listeners to understand that it costs more money, folks, to finish out part of your basement for storage and what you want to do than to have a company come in and do this to your garage. And then you can end up with some livable space in there, hangout space, storage space.
And a place for your car.
And a place for your car if need be. But we'll pull the cars out, because after it's done, you really don't want to use the garage.
It's a party room.
Okay, so this is Cindy Stumpo on WBZ 1030. Have a nice, safe weekend.